Well, we have this simple patch here, patch named in the book. The LFO modulates the VCA, and so the VCA is fed by the VCO here, the VCV-REC VCO, and we hear the triangle wave from time to time when the VCA opens. The only modulation that's going on is just the LFO modulating the VCA. That's it, the triangle wave of the LFO here. All right, so here above we see the output of the square wave of the LFO1 here. But I take, of course, the triangle wave. Yeah, so it's the pink curve here above. The blue curve is the output of the envelope, and as the envelope is not triggered or not getting a gate at the moment, the envelope doesn't do anything. So first of all, I want to modulate the LFO's frequency, and by pushing this button, I will use an LFO later, I trigger the envelope, and let's listen and watch what happens. Yeah, so the blue curve is the CV output of the envelope, and of course, as the CV output of the envelope rises, the frequency of the LFO rises as well. So we have a very long attack here and a very long release, and this is what we have heard. Let me reduce the attack. And the release. A little bit longer, perhaps. And now let me increase the decay and a little bit sustain as well. Now let me switch to gate. Let me decrease the decay. Make it extreme. A little bit more of sustain. Okay, so now let an LFO do the work. So I use the square wave, of course. So nearly the same, but now I increase the frequency of the trigger LFO here, of the trigger or gate LFO. So you see, it doesn't even reach, the envelope doesn't even reach the sustain stage. You see nicely the lights here, because before the end of the decay is reached, the next gate impulse arrives. And make it even faster. Yeah, so we only get these two stages. Let me go back again with the frequency. And now let me reduce the attack. And the decay, as well as the sustain, but increase the release. A little bit more attack. Still a little bit more. I want only... Yeah, that's better. Yeah, all right. Or the other way around. No decay, no sustain. And with a long trigger frequency, with long trigger circles, so low trigger frequencies, I allow the envelope reach indeed the end of the attack stage, meaning that the frequency of opening and closing the VCA gets to its highest point. A little bit more. And when I now increase the frequency of the trigger LFO, you see, and here, that this very fast frequency, very high frequency of the of the VCA here is never reached, because before the end of the attack phase is reached, the next impulse comes. Well, so far this example, simple one.